Imagine the bright lights of a Today studio bathing the set in that signature warm glow as Wynonna Judd strides in with her signature confidence, her voice carrying the weight of decades in country music. She greets Jenna Bush Hager with a big hug, the kind that says they've known each other beyond the cameras, perhaps from shared industry circles or mutual admiration. As the segment begins, conversation flows naturally about life's big shifts, Jenna opening up tentatively about the quiet take of co-hosting without her longtime partner Hoda, the empty chair feeling heavier some mornings. Wynonna listens intently, nodding, her eyes reflecting understanding because she's walked a similar path when the Judds parted ways back in the early 90s. She doesn't rush to fill the silence, instead, she lets the vulnerability hang there, honoring it. Then she speaks softly at first, building to that powerful declaration of love and admiration, telling Jenna how she's been thinking about her, how brave it is to step forward alone after such a long partnership. The words land gently but deeply, stirring something in Jenna that she hasn't felt on air in a while. Viewers at home sense the shift, the way the energy turns intimate amid the usual morning show bustle. Wynonna shares how she once felt her own heart harden after loss and change, but opening up again brought healing. It's not scripted drama, it's a real human connection unfolding live, reminding everyone that even celebrities grapple with loneliness in the spotlight. As Jenna's eyes well up, she laughs through it, admitting the crust is cracking, and Wynonna smiles knowingly, like a big sister who's been there. The exchange builds slowly, layer by layer, from casual chat to profound empathy, setting the stage for what becomes one of the most memorable moments of the week on morning television. The camera lingers as Jenna wipes at her cheeks, surprised by her own tears, while Wynonna reaches over with a reassuring touch, her voice steady and warm like a classic country ballad. She talks about how the music world taught her that authenticity isn't always polished, sometimes it's raw, messy, and tear-streaked. Jenna nods, sharing a bit more about the pressure of carrying the show solo, the little doubts that creep in during quiet moments off-camera. Wynonna counters with stories from her own career, the highs of sold-out arenas and the lows of personal struggles that played out publicly. She emphasizes that Jenna is doing something powerful by showing up as herself, imperfections and all, and that vulnerability like this is what connects people most. The conversation deepens into themes of resilience, how heartbreak and change can crust over the heart but never fully seal it shut if you're willing to let light in. Jenna reflects on how Wynonna's words feel like permission to feel everything without apology. There's laughter mixed in. Wynonna jokes slightly about her mission to make Jenna cry, lightening the mood just enough to keep it from tipping into overwhelm. They talk about loneliness not as weakness but as part of the human experience, especially for women in high-profile roles who often have to appear unbreakable. The segment weaves in light moments too, like Wynonna's quick wit about her own journey from duo to solo artist, paralleling Jenna's transition perfectly. No raised voices, no tension, just two women honoring each other's strength and softness. As the talk continues, the studio audience feels it too, that quiet ripple of emotion spreading through the room. It's a reminder that morning shows can be more than headlines and segments, they can be spaces for genuine healing and connection when people show up real. Building on that emotional core, Wynonna shifts slightly to share more personal anecdotes, describing the exact feeling of walking onto stages alone after years with her mother Naomi, the silence where harmony used to be. She paints it vividly in fear, the doubt, but also the unexpected freedom and growth that came from it. Jenna listens, her earlier tears drying into a thoughtful expression, asking gentle follow-ups that show she's truly absorbing every word. Wynonna praises Jenna's ability to keep the show feeling like a conversation among friends even amid change, saying it's a rare gift in television today. They touch on how public life amplifies everything, a joy, pain, scrutiny, and how easy it is to build walls. But Wynonna insists that letting those walls crack, like Jenna did in that moment, is brave. Jenna responds with gratitude, saying Wynonna's presence feels like a timely reminder that she's not alone in this. The dialogue flows effortlessly, touching on family, loss, reinvention, and the courage it takes to evolve. There's no script dictating drama, it's organic, born from shared experiences as women who've navigated fame's double-edged sword. Wynonna mentions how music has always been her therapy, turning pain into songs that help others. and encourages Jenna to lean into whatever brings her comfort, writing, talking, or simply allowing the feelings to surface. The segment becomes a masterclass in empathy, with both women validating each other's paths without comparison or competition. As they wrap this part, there's a palpable sense of uplift, the tears giving way to smiles and the renewed energy that carries forward. It's the kind of television moment that lingers with viewers long after the credits roll, proving that kindness and honesty can cut through the noise more powerfully than any conflict ever could. Transitioning smoothly, the pair lightens things with a bit of humor, Wynonna teasing Jenna about her impeccable poise even while emotional, and Jenna firing back playfully about Wynonna's legendary stage presence. They discuss how country music and morning television both require showing up authentically day after day, no matter what's happening behind the scenes. Wynonna shares a funny story from her early days, perhaps about a wardrobe malfunction or a forgotten lyric, to illustrate that everyone has off moments. Jenna laughs genuinely, the earlier heaviness lifting like fog in sunlight. They bond over the shared experience of being in the public eye while raising families, balancing personal lives with professional demands. Wynonna offers practical wisdom to take the compliments when they come, lean on good people, and remember that feelings pass but growth stays. Jenna absorbs it, nodding, and expresses how much it means to hear from someone who's walked through fire and come out stronger. The conversation circles back to admiration, with Wynonna reiterating her respect for Jenna's grace under pressure. There's a sense of mentorship here, not forced but natural, as one resilient woman passes encouragement to another. They touch on broader themes too, like how society often expects women to be unflappable, yet true strength lies in allowing emotion. No storming off, no heated words, just mutual uplift that feels rare and precious on live TV. As the segment progresses toward its close, the energy remains warm, connected, and hopeful, leaving both the hosts and audience with a renewed sense of possibility amid life's inevitable changes. Approximately 2,460 characters including spaces. Deeper into the exchange, they explore how such moments of openness can ripple outward, helping viewers who might be facing their own transitions, a divorce, career shifts, loss of loved ones. Wynonna speaks from experience, noting how her fans have told her over the years that her music helped them through dark times, and she sees the same potential in Jenna's platform. Jenna agrees, saying the show aims to be a safe space for real talk, not just surface-level chat. They reflect on the importance of community, whether it's family, friends, or even strangers who connect through shared stories. Wynonna emphasizes self-compassion, urging Jenna and by extension, everyone watching it to be gentle with themselves during rebuilding phases. Jenna shares a small personal insight about how she's been rediscovering joy in little things post-change, and Wynonna celebrates that as progress. The talk feels expansive yet intimate, covering emotional terrain without ever feeling forced or sensational. There's laughter again when Wynonna jokes about her own stubborn streak, and Jenna admits to similar traits. They affirm each other repeatedly, building a bridge of understanding that transcends their different worlds, the one rooted in Nashville stages, the other in New York studios. It's a beautiful reminder that empathy doesn't require identical experiences, it just requires willingness to listen and care. As the minutes tick by, the segment solidifies as one of genuine heart, far removed from any fabricated drama, instead offering viewers a dose of real human connection in an often superficial media landscape. Finally, as the segment winds down, both women express profound gratitude for the time together, with Wynonna thanking Jenna for inviting her into this space and Jenna reciprocating by saying Wynonna's words arrived exactly when needed. They share one last embrace, the kind that lingers with meaning, before turning to the camera for a warm sign-off. Jenna, still a bit misty but smiling broadly, notes how the conversation cracked her heart open in the best way. Wynonna adds a final note of encouragement, reminding everyone that it's okay to feel deeply and that healing often comes through connection. The studio lights feel softer somehow, the audience applauding with genuine appreciation for the authenticity they've witnessed. No dramatic exit, no unresolved tension, just two strong women ending on a note of hope and solidarity. Viewers walk away inspired, perhaps reflecting on their own lives, feeling seen in the vulnerability shared on air. In a world quick to amplify conflict, This moment stands out for celebrating kindness instead. It underscores that real power lies not in confrontation but in compassion, and that sometimes the most impactful television happens when people simply show up as they are. Wynonna Judd didn't storm off, she stayed, spoke truth, and left everyone a little more open-hearted than before.